February 16, 2026, and let's get into the AI news. Yesterday, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman announced that Peter Steinberger, the creator of the viral AI agent called OpenClaw that was giving everyone malware, is joining OpenAI. I'm kind of an OpenClaw hater. Anyway, this is not a company acquisition. They didn't just buy it straight up. It's an acqui-hire. As far as I know, no financial terms were disclosed, but reports from Implicator.ai indicate that both OpenAI and Meta made offers in the billions of dollars. I don't know how reliable Implicator.ai is, but if it is, that's a lot of money. And to understand why this matters, you need to understand what OpenClaw is, okay? OpenClaw is a personal AI agent. It's software that does not just answer questions, but actually performs tasks on your behalf with access to your entire computer. It manages calendars, sends emails, books flights, and operates across WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, and iMessage. It runs locally on the user's own hardware, and in just a few weeks, OpenClaw crossed 196,000 stars on GitHub. Peter Steinberger is a 40-year-old Austrian software engineer who previously built PSPDF Kit, a document toolkit used by Apple, Dropbox, and SAP. He bootstrapped that company for over a decade before the private equity firm Insight Partners invested $116 million in 2021. Nearly 1 billion people use applications built on his code. The competitive significance of this hire is enormous. OpenAI's share of the enterprise AI market fell from 50% in 2023 to only 27% by the end of 2025. And according to the industry data, Anthropic, its primary rival, now holds 40% of the market. OpenClaw was one of the biggest sources of paid API traffic to Anthropic, because most users ran it on Anthropic's Claude model. Here's the irony. Anthropic's legal team sent Steinberger a trademark threat over his project's original name, Claude. It was called ClaudBot, but with a W. The legal action appears to have been the catalyst that pushed Steinberger toward Anthropic's biggest competitor. That one bit them in the ass. As one industry newsletter summarized it, Anthropic's lawyers sent the letter and OpenAI sent the offer. Now, Sam Altman wasn't the only executive who called. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella called Steinberger directly. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg wrote to him on WhatsApp and personally tested OpenClaw himself. Steinberger chose OpenAI because they agreed to his non-negotiable condition. The project must remain open source. What a Chad. Will remain an open source project that OpenAI will continue to support. Now, at the same time, the story also carries serious warnings. A security firm called Gartner used unusually strong language describing OpenClaw as a dangerous preview of Agentic AI that exposes enterprises to insecure by default risks, including plain text credential storage. Gartner recommended that businesses immediately block OpenClaw downloads. Security researcher Maor Dayan found more than 42,000 OpenClaw instances exposed on the internet, with 93% exhibiting critical authentication bypass vulnerabilities. Cisco Systems threat research team called the platform an absolute nightmare for prompt injection attacks. And security vendor Noma reported that 53% of its enterprise customers gave OpenClaw privilege access over a single weekend, often without IT department approval. And this is the tension currently at the center of Agentic AI. The tools that are most useful are also at this stage the most dangerous. Now let's shift to India, where several major developments happened simultaneously, all connected to the India AI Impact Summit 2026. Now, this is the first global AI summit hosted in the global south, taking place February 16th to 20th in Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, with over 35,000 registrants from over 100 countries. Yesterday, Sam Altman published a column in the Times of India confirming that India now has 100 million weekly active ChatGPT users. This makes India the second largest market for ChatGPT after the United States. This is the first time OpenAI has shared a specific user number for India. Out of roughly 800 million weekly ChatGPT users worldwide, 1 in 8 now comes from India. The ChatGPT app was downloaded 10.2 million times in India in August 2025 alone, compared to 2.5 million downloads during the same month the previous year. Total Indian downloads have reached 111 million, which is actually higher than the 80 million downloads in the United States. And this represents a significant shift in Sam Altman's positioning. He previously described India as hopeless in the context of building foundational AI models, a remark that drew strong criticism. He now calls India a potential full-stack AI leader. OpenAI opened a New Delhi office in August 2025 and introduced a sub-$5 ChatGPT Go tier, which was later made free for 1 year for Indian users. According to Bloomberg, OpenAI is also scouting locations in India for a data center with at least 1 gigawatt of capacity. The core challenge, however, is monetization. Most Indian users remain on the free tier. India delivers massive scale, but not yet proportional revenue. Meanwhile, investment bank Jefferies predicts that Indian call centers could face a 50% revenue decline from AI adoption by 2030. And Indian IT stocks fell significantly the week before the summit on those fears. Now, the competition for AI infrastructure in India is intensifying rapidly. Today, AMD and Tata Consultancy Services announced an expanded partnership to bring a rack-scale AI architecture called Helios to India. A rack-scale architecture means an entire computing rack, multiple servers, networking equipment, and cooling being designed as a single integrated system rather than individual machines. The platform uses AMD Instinct MI455X GPUs and next-generation AMD EPYC Venice processors. TCS, through its subsidiary Hypervault AI Data Center Limited, will co-develop data center infrastructure supporting up to 200 megawatts of capacity. This matters because AMD is measurably gaining ground against Nvidia in AI chip deployments. According to Arista Networks, AMD now accounts for 20 to 25% of chip deployments, compared to virtually zero in early 2025. AMD reported record data center revenue of $16.6 billion for the full year of 2025, up to 32% year over year, and expects data center revenue to grow more than 60% annually over the next 3 to 5 years. TCS has separately secured $1 billion from private equity firm TPG as part of a $2 billion project to build gigawatt-scale data centers in India, with additional plans to raise $4.5 to $5 billion in debt. Still, Nvidia remains dominant globally, holding 80 to 95% of the AI chip market, and its Blackwell architecture is sold out through mid-2026. And now this fourth and last story comes from India's AI infrastructure sector as well. Today, Indian AI startup Neysa announced a $1.2 billion capital raise led by Blackstone. The deal includes $600 million in equity, with Blackstone taking a majority stake, and an additional $600 million in planned debt financing. This gives Neysa an enterprise valuation of approximately $1.4 billion, an 11-fold increase from its $128 million valuation at the Series A stage. Neysa has become the second Indian unicorn of 2026, yet somehow I have never heard of it. Neysa was founded by Sharad Sanghi, previously built NetMagic, a data center company that NTT Communications acquired for $128 million in 2012, and that Sanghi then scaled to 19 data centers and over $400 million in combined revenue. His new company currently operates approximately 1,200 GPUs and aims to scale to over 20,000, a 17-fold increase with a team of only 110 employees. They are sweating over there. Blackstone's investment fits a global pattern. The firm is the world's largest owner of data centers with a $130 billion portfolio that includes QTS, AirTrunk, CoreWeave, and Firmus. Blackstone's head of Asia private equity, Amit Dixit described the investment as backing the essential picks and shovels of AI. While everyone's digging for gold, the best way to make money is to sell the shovels. And what that means is providing foundational tools and infrastructure that others need to build AI products rather than building the AI products directly. Now, there are real risks out here. Current generation GPU chips can be procured within 6 weeks, but cutting-edge Blackwell GPUs have 4-month lead times. Biden administration categorized India outside its tier 1 list of partner countries eligible for the most advanced American AI chips. And U.S. trade advisor Peter Navarro recently asked publicly, why are Americans paying for AI in India, raising the possibility of trade friction that could affect chip supply chains. And we know that as soon as anything reaches Trump, there's a possibility that it will just spontaneously happen. So we'll see what happens with regard to AI chips being sent to India. Anyway, across all 4 of these stories, there's a clear pattern. The competition for control of the AI agent layer, the AI chip supply, and the AI infrastructure stack is accelerating simultaneously. The decisions being made this month by OpenAI, AMD, Blackstone, and the Indian government will shape the structure of the AI industry for years to come. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like it, you click the like button and you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.